I love the poor, but I hate poverty. You understand what I mean? So after I have done my soul searching about what I need to do for my country, what was the mission? The mission was to move Jamaicans from poor thinking, poor way of life, move Jamaicans from poverty to prosperity.
Rubbish. 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 Bare face. And come here with your rubbish.
Mr. Chairman.
Now that we have satisfied the
that is all. That is the regards that all I have for the Jamaican people. That is the regards that all I have for the Jamaican people. You go here and see all sort of things and can't substantiate it. And then come here being obnoxious.
Mr. Shaw.
Right? And come here being obnoxious.
Whatever. Calm down.
Mr. Smith, are you ready?
Calm down.
So we are going to suspend.
Calm down. Calm down.
Well, if you can't.
St. James JLP Councilor Anthony Murray and Gregory Harris disqualified for refusing to swear on the Bible. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. I hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss any of it. But before we get into all of this, make a run the intro and come back. We soon forward. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And turn on the post notification bell, so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Alright? Now people, make we jump straight into the report. Now, opposition spokesman and finance Julian Robinson says, many Jamaicans have opted out of the workforce because wage remain low. He says the economy must be transformed from its overwhelming dependence on low wage, low value.
Even though we reduce unemployment, it doesn't do enough to raise the standard of living significantly, because the jobs remain primarily at the lower end. And yes, there are people who have made the transition in BPOs, in tourism, from not being agents to being supervisors. But they probably represent 5% of the workforce. The majority, the significant majority, remain at the low wage level. So yes, having low unemployment is good, because everybody will say it's better to have a job than none. Yeah. But I would say there are Jamaicans who have now decided and taken a decision that it's better them stay at them yard and work for certain types of jobs. Yes. Well, it means you're not on the ground in your constituency if you don't hear it. Many of them have decided, have opted out of the workforce. They have opted out of the workforce. No, they're not working at home. They're just not working. They have opted out.
Jamaican Labour Party councillors Anthony Murray and Gregory Harris were this morning disqualified from taking their place in the St. James Municipal Corporation after they refused to swear on the Bible to take the oath of office. Citing religious belief, Murray of the Rosal Division and Harris of the Salt Spring Division had additionally chosen to affirm instead of swearing on the Bible during today's first meeting of the Municipal Corporation under the newly mint Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon. So as on the year, people, two more Andrew Holness councillor them resign. Not resign, but disqualified from sitting office because they failed to swear on the Bible because of a religious belief. You understand? Them not believe in a swearing on the Bible, them believe in a different religion and them something the people. So them disqualified. What that's supposed to mean for the PNP, I don't know. I don't know if PNP ever get a seat or what, but I only know say them disqualified from sitting office because they failed to swear. But people state a thought on that down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think and leave a like on this video. Now, following the reading of the budget from Nigel Clarke, the finance minister, a lot of people find it very disturbing with the budget and with everything that Nigel Clarke read out in the budget. Now, one of the person who find it really disgusting is this person from, I think it is the UIC or the UCI, something like that, people. But I wanted to check out this video and listen keenly what this person had to say, people. You understand? Listen to everything what I have to say, people, because what he had to say make a lot of sense. He's speaking about the government scam and the way how the government chop poor people, take away poor people money, and do like say them do something for poor people, which I already tell you already, people. I already explained these things to you, that the government is a criminal organization. Right? They are a criminal organization. I know a lot of people don't like to hear when I say that, but it is what it is. They are a criminal organization. Now, this man is going to open up a lot of things to you guys. So all you need to do is just listen carefully what this man had to say, people. Listen carefully. Don't just say, boy, him chat too much or him this or him that. I want to listen. Whether you are JLP, whether you are labor right, whether you are just a regular citizen of Jamaica, you don't believe in nothing what them say, just listen what this brother had to say, people. Because what he's saying make a lot of sense. So, people, without no further ado, we want to check out this video right now.
Do you ever feel like this whole thing we call government is just one big scam? That, those we elect, should I say those we elect? Those who have control of our government, because I can't say we elected them. Have you ever felt deep down inside that those who control our government and that thing that we call government is not working on our behalf, but for somebody else? If that's the way you think, you're 100% right. The government does not work for you. The government is like an extension of an organized criminal gang. Very sophisticated, of course. And this gang is really working for other people, and they have to pretend as though they're working for you. During this process of pretending, they come up with a lot of schemes to keep you distracted, divided, and then they use every opportunity to deceive you into thinking that it's working for you. One of the biggest areas of scamming or deception is something called taxation, where you and I are led to believe that the government has to tax us to provide us with public goods and services. And we allow them to do this, and they create many forms of taxes, income tax, NIS, NHT, education tax, hard trust tax, import tax, property tax, land transfer tax, a whole heap of tax. So they keep taxing us. And occasionally, they come up with various scams to tell us that they're going to give us something free, like free education, free healthcare, and all of this. But somehow, if you study it carefully, somehow we end up just feeling like we're being scammed all the time by these people. They're just fleecing us. So recently, and I spoke to this earlier today, but recently they have what is called the budget presentation. So the finance minister announced in his budget package something good, something great. He's excited about it. And it's called the reverse tax credit. And I call it the reverse tax credit scam. Now, this reverse tax credit is, in my opinion, another gimmick and distraction meant to deceive. And for the most part, it will work because we're not too intelligent as a people. We are too focused on trying to survive day to day that we don't even have time to pay attention to these guys and what they're doing. And so while we don't have the time to pay attention, they just keep robbing us and fooling us. So this reverse tax credit is really the government taking our money and then giving it back to us. But there's some interesting sides to this. One, it's a very, very expensive way to give you back your money. Very expensive way to do that. A better way would be to just not overcharge us in the first place. Because for them to give us tax back, it means they overcharged us in the first place, right? So they're charging us too much, and then they get it and get to give it back to us. A reverse tax credit requires the government to spend money collecting, in this case, it's at $20,000. And then they have to spend money to give us back. You know, government takes money to run, right? You have to hire people, have building, electricity, air condition, lighting, printing, internet, all kind of things they have to pay for. So they have to set up an office and have only for people to take this money from me, right? And employers to deduct it, and the accountant and the payroll clerk, and they have to send it. So it takes effort to collect the money, and it takes money to collect the money. And then, if you're going to give us back that money, it takes money again, because you have to have people and staff and building and light and electricity and internet and paper and ink and printer. So somebody has to do all kind of stuff to get this money back to you. So my question is, why take the 20 in the first place just to be able to give it back to us? Why not just leave us with it? Because the time it takes, when they take it from us and to get it back to us, it takes time and it takes money and energy. If they didn't do all of that, then it wouldn't be taken and it wouldn't have to be given back. We'll just have it, we'll be able to spend it, and so on. But the worst part, or not the worst part, but another bad part, is after they take the money from you and so they're going to give it back to you, you now have to find time to go and apply. So whatever forms you have to fill out and whatever information you have to give in order for them to be able to give this money back to you. So they're wasting your time. This is an unproductive effort, because it's just your $20,000. So the time that them are waste to take it and give it back, and you are waste to apply to get it, is costly to all of us, all around. It's a costly endeavor. So why not just leave you with your money in the first place, so you can just do what you want with it? No, they can't do that. Because a part of government is that they want to control you. So when they give you this wonderful gift of your own money back, they are getting a chance to get you to do something they want you to do. So for example, maybe you need to make sure you get a bank account now from one of their banks and give them the information. Maybe the CBDC, central bank digital currency. If you want to be able to get your refund, then you need to be plugged into the system. And if you don't plug into the system, you can't get your refund. So in an indirect way, they're going to punish you if you don't do what they want you to do. And we're not talking about you're doing something bad, you're not doing anything bad. You just don't want to be controlled by them. And so we want to control you. And if the way to control you is to take your money then offer it back to you. But for you to get it back, you need to do what we say. You know, get, for example, the CBDC, central bank digital currency, so that we can give you this money, which is yours, that we took from you before. Another big problem with this is normally when the government takes your money, like they do in NHT, and finally give it back to you later on, it's not the same amount. If the government takes from you $100 at the start of the year and give you back the $100 at the end of the year, it's not $100 you get, because the value of that dollar has depreciated because of the fraudulent monetary system that we're under. So our government has signed off on agreements whereby they adopt a fraudulent monetary system. Fraudulent, and I'm telling you, it's a fraudulent system. What you see and use today as Jamaica's monetary system is a fraudulent system designed to systematically rob you of your time and labor, of your time and freedom, of your earnings, of your purchasing power. Because when you go to work, you know, you're giving up your time and you're giving up your freedom to do something else. And if they can steal a little bit of that money through artificial inflation, then what they're doing is stealing your time and your freedom. For example, if you have to work 30 years to pay off your mortgage, that's 30 years of slaving. But suppose they had done what the UIC proposed and give you back your land that was stolen from your ancestors, and get rid of the fraudulent monetary system and give you true free banking, where your money, the purchasing power of your money, is protected from government and those who want to control it to deceive you, then you'll be better off. But no, they will come up with many forms of gimmicks, many forms of tricks, many forms of distractions, many forms of deceptions, for one simple purpose: to steal your time and your freedom. They do not want you to be a free person, so they do everything possible to keep you back financially. They will tax you away, inflate away your purchasing power, write all kinds of regulations to make it harder and harder for you to do a business or to grow your business. All they want is a few people to control the mass of the economy, and the rest of us are like slaves. It's called a master-slave economy, where a few people control all the wealth and the rest of us subsist on a... In Jamaica, you have 10% of the people controlling 90% of the wealth, and 90% of the people living on only 10%. That needs to stop. But I can't do it alone. But together in the UIC, we can make it happen. Join me.
So the people of Jamaica are very upset with Andrew Holness because he select Kevin Blake instead of Renito Adams for the Commissioner of Police. And over the years, people have been calling on Andrew Holness to select Renito Adams because they think he can do a better job than any other Commissioner of Police. Now, people are saying Andrew Holness are afraid to select Renito Adams or appoint Renito Adams because he is afraid Renito Adams expose his corruption that is going on within Jamaica. Yeah. Now, people, that's what the people are saying still, you know. Say, the reason why Andrew Holness won't appoint Renito Adams is because he is afraid Renito Adams exposes corruption and lock up him same one for the corruption that is doing inside of Jamaica. Now, what's your thought on that, people? I don't think say that is why Andrew Holness is afraid to appoint Renito Adams.
Greetings from Action Now, J.A. Greetings to my followers and my friends, my family. Greetings to my haters, my critiques. Those who really don't like what I'm doing, but it must be done. Greetings to Jamaicans, my brothers and sisters who are living overseas, living abroad. One love. So, we know by now that the search is on for a new police commissioner, because the current police commissioner contract ends at the end of this month, March 2024. And somebody can point me to what Anthony Anderson has done in his 6 or 7 years as police commissioner. What change? What what contribution has he made to improving the operational procedure of the Jamaica Constabulary Force? What contribution has he made to develop the lives of our servicemen and women who go out there every day putting their life on the line to keep us safe? With the limited resources that they have, with the lack of empowerment through salary and other means. Somebody can point me to what significantly has Anthony Anderson done in his tenure. And based on my research, there was some effort to extend his tenure as a police commissioner, but 61% was in disagreement with extending his tenure as police commissioner. And I guess it's because of his incompetence and his incapabilities why 61% has disagreed in extending his tenure. But now, we know by now that there are two candidates for the position of police commissioner. We have Fitz Bailey and we have Dr. Kevin Blake. I don't know Dr. Kevin Blake personally. I don't really know, his contribution, what he has done over the years to want to aspire for this post, right? Fitz Bailey, on the other hand, seems to be, competent somewhat, but he's still politically aligned. He is politically aligned, right? And again, the entire Jamaica, those who want crime and violence to go away or to significantly reduce, is calling upon the great Renito Cardova. What name go? Renito Valentino Cardova Adams. Jamaica is calling. We need a safe country. And our well-wishing Jamaicans are calling on Sir Renito Adams to be given the chance to assume this position as Commissioner of Police. But Jamaican, we will have to pressure our Prime Minister. We will have to pressure Andrew Holness. We will have to pressure him. And let me tell you something. If you live in Jamaica or you live outside of Jamaica, if Andrew Holness does not consider to give Sir Renito Adams the privilege to be our next police commissioner, every single individual that lives in Jamaica who has a problem with crime and violence, we will have to reconsider extending the tenure of our Prime Minister, Andrew Michael Holness. If Andrew Michael Holness neglects and ignore our plea for Sir Renito Adams to assume this position, we will have to reconsider extending the tenure of Andrew Holness as our next Prime Minister for the next 4 to 5 years. And let me just say something to our Prime Minister. In 2016, when you became Prime Minister, I voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. Every vote matters. And so I contributed to you becoming the Prime Minister. Right? And I don't want anybody to believe that I am against our Prime Minister, because I believe that in his time until now, he has, improved the lives of an individual somewhere in Jamaica. He has improved the lives of somebody in Jamaica, and I'm not going to take that away from him. From he has been installed as Prime Minister from 2016, I know that somewhere across the length and breadth of our country, he has contributed to the development and the progress of the life of an individual, or not individuals. If not individuals, rather. Right? However, when it comes down to national issues, he blunders greatly. When it comes down to national issues such as crime and violence, the mechanism, the apparatus for crime and violence, it is too political. It is too politicized. It is filled with nepotism and cronyism. It is about giving my friend the work, even though my friend cannot do the work. That is the mechanism that surrounds our crime-fighting strategy in Jamaica. It is too political, it is too politicized, and it is filled with nepotism and cronyism. We have our friends and families in the wrong position, in the wrong spaces, occupying the wrong roles and responsibilities. And when the jobs are not done, the people suffers. Crime affects all of us and it makes our lives difficult. Imagine you cannot stay on the corner to play some domino, to drink some juice with your friends because the place is in siege, because the little boy them have gone running around killing each other, disrupting lives and destroying properties for decades. And we are saying no. Give us a competent police commissioner. You, Michael Andrew Holness or Andrew Michael Holness, you might not see eye to eye with Renita Adams because I know the history. I know the history. And you might not be in favor, but if you love the Jamaican people and if you want to see the crime monster destroyed in our country, listen to the voice of the people and give Renita Adams a chance to become the next police commissioner. And if you overlook our call, if you overlook our plea and our cry, Mr. Prime Minister, we will have no choice but to reconsider. And let me say it plain, we will have to vote out the Jamaica Labour Party for the next general election. Because it would seem to me that you are not serious, Andrew, about fighting crime. Something that is affecting our lives on a daily basis. If you overlook this cry, it is a national response to us that you are not serious about crime and you don't want it to go away, you don't want it to reduce, you don't want us to be happy, you don't want us to be safe. And that is just the bottom line.